Hey, me and Matt here, and this is Killer Kyle.
I already talked about that one. Cops Coliseum.
Oh, yeah. Cops Coliseum now, I guess, is First Ontario Centre.
Right. Yeah, we did, of course, our home of Peterborough, a few in Toronto. So now we decided to go a little further to Hamilton.
Steel City.
Talk about Cops Coliseum. Of course, now it's called the First Ontario Centre, which is interesting.
Yeah. Again, you know, you look at the first Royal Rumble, and we talked about this, and it's just cool to see that one of the Big Four pay-per-view, the first ever to go to Canada.
Your first event for your Big Four pay-per-views take place in Canada?
Oh, I know.
Pretty cool.
Very cool. Of course, there is hockey. I mean, mostly every arena we're going to talk about is going to have hockey in it, so I don't know why. But I'm repeating myself.
Yeah, I don't know either. Anyway, what do we got here? The First Ontario Centre is in the Cops Coliseum. It's a sports entertainment arena on the corner of Bay Street North and York Boulevard in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. The arena, which opened in 1985, has a capacity of up to 19,000 people.
Huh.
Hamilton was left without a large ice hockey arena with the demolition of the Barton Street Arena in 1977, and even that arena had a relatively small seating capacity by modern standards. Cops Coliseum was designed with a large capacity in part to lure a National Hockey expansion franchise. Construction was started in 1983 and was just completed 2 years later at a cost of $33.5 million, with an additional $2.3 million spent on a parking garage. The project was overseen by local Hamiltonian Joseph Piggott. The arena was originally named Cops Coliseum after longtime Mayor Victor Cops, the patriarch of a Hamilton political family, which includes his daughter, former member of Parliament of Canada and member of Provincial Parliament of Ontario, Sheila Cops, and wife, Geraldine, who was a long-time councillor.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah, really, eh?
Yeah, I have a few friends that live in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. You know, and yeah, just one other place that you don't hear too much about anymore.
Yeah, really.
So, I mean, there's that.
And to think they named an arena after a political family, you could say?
Yeah, I didn't even know that. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I obviously, like I said, I haven't heard the show Cops in years.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty funny. I never clued into that.
Yeah. The things you learn, yeah.
So we go from Hamilton to Kingston, Ontario, and we go the K-Rock Center, which looks like it's renamed the Leon Center, I think. Or was the Leon Center? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I think that's a really good arena because, I mean, I was there in 2010 watching a live wrestling show. You had John Cena and Ted DiBiase Jr. versus Randy Orton and Sheamus.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, John Morrison versus Vladimir Kozlov. It was a really good show. The Hart Dynasty were there. But you have a lot of good wrestling shows that appeared in the K-Rock Center. You got concerts. You know, fucking Kingston's Own Tragically Hip played there many, many, many times. And had their last show there. But, you know, other... in hockey, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Leon Center is an indoor stadium in downtown Kingston, Ontario, Canada, at the intersection of Ontario Street and Place des Armes. The arena is the home of the Kingston Frontenacs ice hockey team of the Ontario Hockey League. The arena was designed by Brisbane Brock Bainon Architects and was constructed by Elliston Construction. It was built on city-owned land known as the North Block, which at the time was being used as a parking lot. An archaeologist's dig of the arena was necessary since the southwest portion of the site was the former location of part of the historic Fort Frontenac. The remaining ruins of the fort's northwest bastion is located directly across the street from the main entrance. Groundbreaking ceremony took place on July 28, 2006, with construction beginning on November 3rd, 2006. On February 6, 2008, local radio station CIKR-FM, or K-Rock FM, purchased the naming rights to the arena for 10 years at $3.3 million. After Rogers Communication acquired ownership of K-Rock FM, the arena was officially renamed Rogers K-Rock Center on August 14, 2013, until the renaming rights went to Leon's for 5 years at $257,500 per year on July the 1st of last year. Leon Center was named the highest grossing Canadian venue and ranked 19th worldwide of venues between 5 and 10,000 seats from the period of October 16th, 2012 until October 15th, 2013. In 2012, Kingston City Council voted to rename the street on which the arena is located, formerly a part of Barak Street, to Tragically Hip Way in honor of Kingston bands The Tragically Hip.
Yep, for sure. Yeah. And again, I really enjoyed going there. It's funny because my brother worked there, and well, at the time he pulled some strings, and it's funny, we went directly from the concession stand, and we just went in the arena, and there was like the, whatever you call it, right? The platform. And you could see, like, everything.
Yeah.
Most arenas don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
Which is too bad, but that's kind of a cool option, so
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
it was nice to do that.
Yeah, I'm sure it would have been really cool to kind of just go in and get food and then just go right to a spot where you can see literally everything and enjoy the show.
Yeah. Shit, that takes me back. But there it is.
Takes me back to a time long ago.
Yeah. They change a lot of these names, like trying to look for your, like, Leon's, I didn't even know was changed from the K-Rock Center, and now you have the Summit being changed to Lakewood Church Central Campus.
Shit. It was an arena for a lot of years, and then it became a church.
Yeah. Well, from what it says, it's ice hockey, basketball,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Of course, this is in Houston, Texas.
Yep. From that back to Houston.
I was a little bit concerned at first because when I seen Lakewood Church Central Campus, I was like, wait, that's not right. And then I read on the side that, yeah, it was the Summit. Because that's where they had WrestleMania. Oh, which one was it?
WrestleMania 7.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go to the Manhattan Center, built in 1906.
The home of Monday Night
The
Raw
very first Monday Night Raw.
in 93.
Yes. Until... Hell, I'm not even sure when they started venturing out. But,
Yeah, really.
man, was that cool just to see the vision of Vince McMahon coming to primetime television or
Oh, yeah,
late
absolutely.
night television, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, very happy to see that. Of course, I'm not going to mention the pig shit that happened last year. I already mentioned it, so... Yeah, you know what? This was very cool to see, But also, looks like it was the oldest building in New York City.
Center is a building in Midtown, Manhattan, New York City, built in 1906 and located at 311 West 34th Street. It houses Manhattan Center Studios in its Grand Ballroom and the Hammerstein Ballroom,
Yep.
one of New York City's most renowned performance venues.
ACW.
In 1976, the building was purchased by its current owner, the Unification Church for $3 million.
Yeah. Man, you know, just to look at how Monday Night Raw went from this small building into other arenas.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and it was so cool being in New York, being New York. They were very passionate.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, you see outsiders, and they'll be booed like no tomorrow. So.
Oh yes. Quite.
Yeah. And it still stands, obviously.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, that's very cool as well.
Again, one of those buildings that is a historical building, and I'm sure to this day it still gets used for events of some kind.
Yeah. I'm Uncle Morty. I gotta go see my nephew, Bobby.
Yeah, that was certainly interesting.
Yeah.
So next we go from New York to Orlando, Florida, to the Orlando Arena, now known as the Amway Arena.
Yep.
I forgot about the Amway Arena. Coincidentally enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very cool that. Again, I don't know enough about that arena, of course. We probably have wrestling events and Monday Night Raws that I don't know about, or don't only pay attention where it is.
Right.
So,
The Amway Arena, originally known as the Orlando Arena, was an indoor arena located in Orlando, Florida. It was part of the Orlando Centralplex, a sports and entertainment complex located in downtown Orlando. The arena was the former home of the Orlando Magic, the Orlando Titans. It was also the home of the Orlando Solar Bears of the International Hockey League and the Orlando Predators Arena football team. It also hosted many other minor league sports teams, as well as various concerts and other events, such as the PlayStation Pro event on the Do Action Sports Tour and the Ringling Brothers of Burnham and Bailey Circus annually.
oh god, yeah. Yeah, I don't see the circus around that much anymore,
I know.
but just imagine all the things that happen in Amway.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the circus used to come quite regularly here to Peterborough and go be at the Memorial Center. Now, I'm sure they still come to Peterborough, but don't really hear about it.
I was in the circus one. I went to the circus. I wasn't in the circus.
You were in the circus one time, weren't you?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yes, I was the cripple. I went to the circus in Kitchener-Odd, which I didn't put on here. So, yeah, I mean, it was an interesting show, I guess. I didn't really watch most of it,
Mm-hmm.
but still pretty cool, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, there it is.
Yes, sir.
And now we're going to talk about the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yes.
And, you know, I fretted that it would come back to WrestleMania last year, and I was right. I hated last year's WrestleMania, except minus one match.
Mm.
Just, you know, I don't know, there could have been more. But you look at New Orleans, and it's a party town.
Oh yeah.
and it's a lot of fun. And I didn't take advantage of it, but there it is. I don't even know what else they do at the Mercedes-Benz Dome.
I think they've got a football team there. Mercedes-Benz Superdome, often referred to simply as the Superdome. Dome Sports Exhibition Venue, located in the central business district of New Orleans, Louisiana. Primarily serves as the home venue for, the New Orleans Saints. Home stadium, Sugar Bowl, New Orleans Bowl, longtime rival, Southern University, Bayou Classics, Battle of the Bands, Louisiana Superdome.
There's a saying down at the bayou there, too.
In 75, 13 acres, 273 feet. Dome is made of lamb tar, whatever, multi-ringed framed, and has a diameter of 680 feet, making it the largest fixed dome structure in the world. It is adjacent to the Smoothie King Center.
Right.
That's where they had Takeover New Orleans.
That's right, too. Yeah, I just wish they would have waited to have...
Go back there?
Go back there, because it's like they're trying to distance themselves away from other arenas. But WrestleMania this year is going to be in New York again, so who knows what's going to happen this year.
Mm-hmm.
But there it is.
Yeah. In the Florida area, going from Orlando to Miami and the Miami Arena.
Yes.
This one is rather interesting because it only had maybe one wrestling event there,
Oh,
which was WrestleMania. I can't remember.
wasn't the best WrestleMania. WrestleMania 33, that was a different one.
Yeah. Oh, what do we got here? Completed in 1988 at a cost of $52.5 million, its opening took business away from the Hollywood Sportatorium and eventually led to its demolition. The arena was the home of the Miami Heat from 1988 to 1999. The Florida Panthers from 1993 to 1998. University of Miami basketball teams from 88 to 2003. Miami Hooters of the Arena Football League from 93 to 95.
The Miami Hooters?
That's what it says.
Holy fuck.
Miami Matadors of the ECHI, whatever that is, in 98. The first game played by the Heat in their first home game was lost to the Los Angeles Clippers 111 to 91 on February 5th, 1988. Their first victory came a month and a half later against the Utah Jazz. Okay then, the arena also hosted 1990 NBA All-Star Game, 1991 WWE, the Royal Rumble, that's what it was, not WrestleMania, the 91 Royal Rumble, 94 NCAA Men's Basketball East Regional Finals, the 96 Stanley Cup Finals, and the NBA's 1997 NBA playoffs, again, Eastern Conference Finals between Miami Heat and Chicago Bulls.
Nice.
By 1999, the Miami Arena, like most indoor sports arenas built in the late 80s, was beginning to show its age despite being only 10 years old. Its seating capacity was one of the lowest of any NBA NHL arena. In addition, sports teams in general began wanting newer, more updated facilities, specifically luxury suites and new concessions. On January 2nd, 2000, the Heat moved to the new American Airlines Arena, located 3 blocks east of Miami Arena, on the shore of Biscayne Bay. 2 years earlier, the Panthers had also left Miami Arena to play at what is now the BB&T Center, formerly the National Car Rental Center, located in Sunrise, near Florida's largest outlet mall, the Sawgrass Mills. After the year 2000, the arena became mostly inactive, as most of the concerts that were held in Miami Arena moved newer venues, including the BB&T Center, American Airlines Arena, Hard Rock Live in Hollywood. However, the Miami Manatees of the WHA2 played at the Miami Arena in 2003, and the Miami Morays indoor football from 2005 to 2006. The arena was easily accessible via mass transit with a meteorical stop at historic Overton Lyric Theater station just across the street. Miami-Dade City buses also service the arena area downtown. Miami Arena was sometimes called the Pink Elephant because of its white elephant that with pink colored walls. In 2004, the arena was sold in a public auction to Glenn Straub, an investor from Palm Beach County, for half of the price the city of Miami paid for its original construction. On August 3rd, 2008, Straub announced in a television interview that the interior of the arena had been cleared out and that the building would be demolished by the end of the month. On September 21st, 2008, the roof of the Miami Arena was imploded while the exterior walls remained standing. After the implosion, demolition continued until the falling of the west wall on October 21st, 2008. The parking lot now exists where the arena used to stand. Well, there you go. Yeah, I said WrestleMania was Royal Rumble 91.
Yeah. That'd be interesting to watch one time.
And I think the Orlando Arena was Royal Rumble 90, maybe? Something like that, anyway.
We're now going to talk about going back to Toronto. There's a lot of shit in Toronto.
Talked about Skydome.
We talked about the Canada Center, the Coca-Cola Coliseum, and now we're going to talk about a place which I thought didn't exist anymore.
But coincidentally enough, it actually still does.
Maple Leaf Gardens. Yeah, I honestly thought it was torn down years ago, but what can I say?
Oh yeah, she still stands, boy. I don't really think it gets used for very much, if anything, but yeah, she still stands.
Like, I remember a lot of wrestling going into Maple Leaf Gardens. Even people telling me about matches they saw, and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't know too many sports that were there.
Yeah. I think the Maple Leafs used to play there until they went to the Air Canada Centre.
Oh, okay.
I think that's originally why they called
Called
it
the Maple Leaf
Maple Leaf Gardens.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Maple Leaf Gardens is a historic building located at the northwest corner of Carlton Street and Church Street in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The building was initially constructed as an arena to host ice hockey games, but has since been reconstructed for other uses. Today, Maple Leaf Gardens is a multi-purpose facility with Loblaws occupying retail space on the lower floors and the arena for Toronto's Ryerson University, known as Mattamy Athletic Center at the Gardens, occupying the top floor or top levels. So we got a Loblaws on the lower level and an arena in the upper part. So it still technically is being used as an arena.
Yeah.
And so they renovated it and put in the Loblaws and okay.
That's funny. Go grocery shopping and then go watch a event or something.
Yeah, really, eh? Considered one of the cathedrals of ice hockey, it was home to the Toronto Maple Leafs from 1931 to 1999. Leafs won their Stanley Cup 11 times from 1932 to 1967 while playing at the Gardens. Their first NHL All-Star game, and albeit an unofficial one, was held at the Gardens in 1934 as a benefit for Leafs forward Ace Bailey, who had suffered a career-ending head injury. The first official annual NHL All-Star game was also held at Maple Leaf Gardens in 1947. It was home to the Toronto Huskies from 1946 to 47 in their single season in the Basketball Association of America, the aforementioned National Basketball Association, the Toronto Marlboros of the Ontario Hockey League, the Toronto Toros of the World Hockey Association, 74 to 76, the Toronto Blizzard Soccer League from 80 to 82, the Toronto Shooting Stars Soccer League from 96 to 97, Toronto Rock lacrosse team from 99 to 2000, Buffalo Braves played a total of 16 regular season games at Maple Leaf Gardens from 71 to 75. The NBA's Toronto Raptors played 6 games at the Gardens from 97 to 99, mostly when Skydome was unavailable. It was also one of the few venues outside of the United States where Elvis Presley performed in concert on April the 2nd, 1957. In 1972, Maple Leaf Gardens hosted Game 2 of the famous Summit Series between Team Canada and Team USSR or Russia. Team Canada won the game 4-1.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's, like I said, I can't believe that. I thought that Maple Leaf Gardens was extinct. Well, I mean, that's what I thought I heard, but now it's still there. Obviously.
Well, much like one other arena we talked about earlier, I guess the city or whatever made it a historic building.
Yeah.
And not only that, but they put in a lot of laws and they still technically use it as an arena, so...
Right.
So now we go to Arco Arena, now named the Sleep Train Arena, which is, again, one of those unusual names. Oh, Sacramento, California. That's what I was looking for. Yes, Sacramento, California, and the Arco Arena, now renamed the Sleep Train Arena, which is, odd,
Yeah,
to say the least.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this arena.
I mean, with some of the arenas, at least they had, even though they had different names, they had names that kind of made sense. The Scotiabank Arena, the RCA Arena, Rogers Center, stuff like that. It coincides with like a bank or whatever. Sleep Train is like, what? Anyway.
Pretty much.
The Sleep Train Arena, originally the Arco Arena, and later Power Balance Pavilion, is a defunct indoor arena located in Sacramento, California. Opened in 1988, it was the home of the Sacramento Kings from 88 to 2016. It hosted nearly 200 spectator events each year. The arena is named for the Sleep Train, a chain of mattress and bed retailers based in Brooklyn. Okay, now it kind of makes sense. That at the time of the arrangement was a subsidiary of Mattress Firm, a Houston-based retailer that has since rebranded all Sleep Train stores as Mattress Firm. So basically, they named the arena after a mattress store.
Yeah, Sleep Country,
Canada.
Why but happens anywhere
Where else? Ding!
Yeah. Except this is in the States. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is.
Sleep Train mattresses. Ride on the rails on to dreamland.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, so I guess we're doing part 4. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, we'll talk to you soon.